Welcome back to NBA World. We're looking at reasons why Allen Iverson went broke in today's video. So make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're a new viewer. Now let's get into it. Allen Iverson was born when his mom was just 15 years old. He got his first name from his dad, Allen Broughton, and his last name came from his mom. Allen decided to keep his mom's last name because his father walked out on him when he was very young. Iverson would eventually become a star in high school in both sports of football and basketball. He was a starting quarterback and a point guard in his junior year of high school. He took both his football and basketball team to state championships. But after all of that, Allen and a group of friends got into an argument and then a fight with another group of kids. Rumors spun around that during the fight, Allen Iverson hit a woman in the head with a chair and was arrested and charged as an adult and received a prison sentence of 15 years. But eventually, after 4 months in a correctional facility, they overturned his sentence because there wasn't enough evidence to charge him. And since then, there's been a documentary, No Crossover, The Trial of Allen Iverson. Allen said that the one positive thing about his time in jail was that while he was there, everybody that was there, if they saw a weakness in him, they would try to take advantage of his weaknesses. So he never showed any weaknesses, and it translated into helping him in the game of basketball. Since the fight, footage of the incident was released that showed Allen Iverson leaving the scene before it got bad. And the footage actually matched up with his story. But after being released, Allen Iverson was told he couldn't play his senior year of basketball. His mom actually went to Georgetown University and convinced the head coach at the time to give Allen Iverson a chance, and they did. Allen went on to average 23 points per game in college for Georgetown University. After college, Allen Iverson became one of the most popular basketball players of all time. So it's kind of surprising for me to be talking about his name with money issues after he made around $154 million in his career. But he still came out empty-handed. Iverson was drafted with the first pick in the 1996 NBA draft by the Philadelphia 76ers, and he had a legendary career. He goes down as one of the best players to never win a championship though, along with names like Charles Barkley, John Stockton, and Karl Malone. Iverson's rookie contract was a deal for 3 years and $8.6 million. And from that point on, Allen Iverson kept getting deals like a 4-year contract for $74 million and a 6-year contract for $70 million. Those numbers would eventually round his career earnings out to about $154 million. And with Allen Iverson's endorsement deals throughout his career, Iverson's earnings was projected around $200 million. The stories about Iverson's money troubles began to air out when the jewelry store in Georgia came out and said that he owed them close to $860,000, and he didn't have the money to pay back the debt. It's not hard to believe that Iverson didn't rack up debt because he just wasn't a casual spender. Allen had a bad habit of keeping his money in dozens of garbage bags around his home, and so much money would just occasionally go missing from time to time. One story of his career tells a time when he arrived back in the airport and he forgot where he parked his car. So instead of taking the time to look for it, he ditched it and decided to buy a new one. According to a TMZ report, Allen Iverson's monthly expenses during his career were outrageous. $10,000 on groceries and things he needed for his house, $10,000 for entertainment and restaurants, $10,000 for clothes, and $1,000 for dry cleaning. And that's not all. According to a 2012 court filing, it was noted that Allen Iverson was burning through around $360,000 per month, but about $126,000 goes to creditors and mortgages at that point in time. Allen Iverson was earning about $750,000 per year from endorsements, but even that wasn't enough to cover his expenses. His Reebok deal actually ended up saving his life, when Iverson made a decision that would definitely save him from his future self. He got a very unique endorsement deal with Reebok. Reebok pays Allen Iverson up to $800,000 a year for life, and Reebok set aside $32 million in a trust fund that Allen Iverson won't be able to access until he turns 55 in the year 2030. And that'll wrap up today's video about reasons why Allen Iverson went broke. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you are a new viewer.